Captain Paul for the Locker Room here, and before we get into it, this is sponsored by ProLevelGamer.com, $2,500 worth of prizes. Make sure to sign up if you play NHL 24. Link will be down below in the description. Let's get right into the actual subject matter. The Frozen Frenzy. 16 games, every single NHL team playing at the same time. So much coverage, so much greatness, and yet terribly executed. I mean, even on ESPN, where, you know, they have the rights, it wasn't the main lead-in, right? You're having the biggest night of the NHL, 16 games, every single NHL team playing, and a little bit of an afterthought. And I get it, you know, the NHL isn't the biggest league, but a little bit underwhelming in that regard. And I'm just going to have to note this. I'm going to bring it up here on screen. They didn't do this on Saturday, Sunday, even a Friday. They did it on a Tuesday night. A Tuesday night. They did this on a Tuesday night like people don't work. Like your work schedule, your sleep schedule don't matter. The people that watch your product, let me zoom in for more of the BS on that. You know, it's ridiculous. There shouldn't be, if you're going to have a Frozen Frenzy, in my opinion, it's got to be on a Saturday or Sunday. It really does. Because then you can space it out, right? Even 11 a.m. start. Let's say you even go earlier than the usual, like, early puck drop at noon, right? But like, even noon. Like noon puck drop, 1 o'clock puck drop, 2 o'clock. You can space it out. And then on the West Coast, you can even have some of those games like 10 or 11 Eastern. And yeah, you'll miss some of the East Coast people with that, but you'll be able to actually have more people watch your games. Now, I was a little bit worried for a guy like the hockey guy who was just, I'll be honest, I was going to get hospitalized after that. So much action. I mean, did he have to buy more TVs for this event? I was, genuine questions, genuine concerns. But as a hockey fan, it just, like, I loved my Bruins. That's my team. But as you know on this channel, I love watching all the other games. Now, I'm not like the hockey guy. I have to go back and watch the full games individually if I think they're a good game. Some blowouts I'll kind of skim through, and I'll fully admit that. Like, I'll watch it kind of on times two, because it's like, some of them just get out of hand. It's like, well, it really wasn't a game at some points. Now, there'd be some interesting storylines, but I digress. You're turning off a lot of your audience. You're like dividing the pie. There's people like me, and people like you probably watching this video. While you have your favorite teams, you still want to watch other games. Right? Like the game last night against the Minnesota Wild and Philadelphia Flyers. I watched that on a feedback. That was really good. I went later that night, watched the West Coast game, and that was good. You're dividing your fan base, and when you have it on a Tuesday night, like do people not work? Do they think people don't work? That they're going to stay up? Like, I know the Bruins puck drop got pushed back another 15 minutes because of all of this malarkey. If you're going to have a massive event like this and call it the Frozen Frenzy, you need to be structuring it far better. And some might argue, well, some of these people share rinks and all that shit. But if you're going to plan this out and make this a big event, right, you can make the other leagues kind of work around just for one night out of the season if you really do want to do this. Personally, I think this is scheduling hell. I don't think it's a great look. Just personal opinion on that. We can agree to disagree with that. But if you are going to go forth with this plan in the future, put it on a Saturday or a Sunday. Don't be putting it on a Tuesday, Wednesday night when people got to go work the next day. You're just dividing the pie. And then even if you do it on a weekend, like I said, you're able to start at noon. So then there's going to be people, I'll fully admit, people like me, that will like, oh, game. Okay, I'll watch the 12 o'clock game. Okay, I'll watch the 3, then the 6, then the 9. Like, I'll watch like 4 or 5 games out the day. And then, obviously have them recorded, watch them retroactively. You have more live viewers in that way. And it just, I don't know. I thought it was great in some sense. I liked some of the coverage. I think some of the games were really good, very interesting, but I feel like it was also a missed opportunity that they could have, used it as a whole day, not just like some nighttime stuff, but a whole day of just nothing but hockey. I think they missed it in that regard. I'd like to know your thoughts down below. Did you like the Frozen Frenzy? Do you think they should go back to that, maybe do it on a weekend? Or was it fine during the weekday? I mean, let me know down below in the comment section. I'm Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next one.